And I'm back. So if you have missed my dulcet tones, no worries. I'm back for another episode of, I'm not sure what I'm calling this yet. Unfortunately, as you can see, the wall has not changed any. Just haven't gotten around to that. But anyway, here we go. So something that I ran across recently that I found sort of interesting in guitar shopping. And this may have been going on for a while and I just not realized it because I hadn't been in the market for anything. But I was looking for a inexpensive guitar, Harley Benton, Firefly, something like that I could turn into a pure slide guitar. I have a lot of songs that I want to do more slide work on. I don't really have a guitar that's set up properly for slide. So I wanted to get something just for that. And I ran across some interesting things. So it seems that there are a number of sellers out there on both Sweetwater Gear Exchange and Reverb who are taking these budget guitars, purchasing them and then reselling them at higher than new prices. Now, some of their claims for their reasoning behind why you should pay more for it is that these are unreliable guitars. They come to you damaged. They aren't set up properly. Just things like that. And that may be true, but the logic behind that would be that if you were to get one of those guitars and it have a problem, you would have no recourse for it. So you get a damaged guitar, a guitar that doesn't function right, that needs a setup, that you're just stuck with it the way it is. So as I checked out, and I have a Harley Benton here that I purchased from the Harley Benton USA Reverb shop. This guitar is great. It came in just fine. And so one of the claims on or let me say this, it's not necessarily a claim, it's an insinuation. These sellers aren't directly really accusing these companies of anything. They're just insinuating that these are problems. This one seller in particular is saying that, double boxed. He'll ship it double boxed in capital letters, as if Harley Benton does not do that. I can assure you that this guitar came double boxed. I've never gotten a guitar that wasn't double boxed. And it was packaged just fine. And also, the Harley Benton Reverb shop has a 30-day return policy. The Firefly seller, which is Guitar's Garden, they offer a 7-day return policy. They'll even pay the shipping back if the guitar is defective or not as described. So, yeah, having somebody else check over the guitar that you don't know, are they qualified to check over this guitar? Are they qualified to do a setup on it? Would you like that setup that they did on it? That just seems a little off to me personally. If you want to do it, that's fine. But also, those sellers aren't offering any sort of return policy. So, they're selling these as is versus the shops or retailers giving you a return policy. So you're just supposed to trust me, bro. Yeah, I checked this guitar out. Everything's great. I'm going to ship it. It's going to be amazing. And if it's not, sorry, it's yours. So I just thought that was an interesting thing to come across. And if anybody watches this who has seen any of these ads, bought from any of these people, or not bought from them, what's your opinion on that? What do you think about it? I mean, it's not technically a scam. Unless they aren't doing what they say they are doing, which they could be. But it just seems odd to me to pay more for a brand new guitar just based on the claims of these sellers that they are doing what they say they're doing. And that, insinuating that there's no recourse if you buy from somebody else and there's a problem with it, even though they themselves aren't offering you any sort of return policy if you buy from them. But anyway, there could possibly be a Firefly in the future as that slide guitar I was mentioning. We shall see, and if there is, we shall see how well it is packaged, whether it is or isn't set up. Honestly, to me, it won't matter because I'm turning it into a slide guitar anyway, so I'm going to do a totally different setup anyhow, but I will report on that if I find out anything. And you guys have a great day.